Gotta stay on your toes. It's things to change real fast, that's how it goes in the city. Gotta watch for the folks and kinfolk. Homeboy on the go in the city. And that's what it do. Hey, what it do, what it do. Hey, what it do in the city. And that's what it do. Ric Roc. What it do? Hey, what it do in the city? Hey, people, I'm Mr. Tan.
I'm Cousin Sick.
And this is another episode of What It Do in the City. With Settlers Access Urban Hollywood. We are outside with Ric Roc. OG Ric Roc for real, man. Yep. West Coast legend in the building, man. What's happening, man? How you doing, brother?
Man, I'm in love.
Man, it's a pleasure to see you and have you here, man. Man, I just want to let you know, What It Do in the City, we like to start the show off letting you know we giving you your flowers, brother. And we love you, man, and we appreciate everything you have done for the hip-hop and hip-hop culture, man. And this is just for you and for all the people out there, man. Our platform is set and designed for that. For what it do in the city, to keep it real and all the way real. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, man. How you doing, man? What's been going on, man?
Well, I'm doing well. I'm happy to be alive. Ending this year, going into the new year.
Yes, sir.
I'm doing a lot of planning and in the process of relaunching my label. So there's nothing but great days ahead of that.
Yeah, you was telling me something about that earlier, man, about how you got all these tapes and all this old stuff on Supernatural and everybody, man. What's going on with that endeavor?
Okay, well, to go back brief, I started in hip-hop in '84, started DJing when I was 15. I grew up with a lot of the legends, came out of my neighborhood from Ice Cube, Dub C, DJ Pooh, Threat, and I was an understudy at DJ Slip. Mid-95, started independent record labels, One Punch Records, and then I started my own label, No Foreplay Entertainment. In '99, we released an album called Camp Freestyle, where we were like trendsetters in recording freestyle rap. I was able to put two of the top freestyle rappers in the game, Supernatural, who won the DMC competition in New York in the mid-90s, in Peace from a group called Freestyle Fellowship, who was pioneers that taught, that was at the top of the game for this freestyle. They were able to record an album without no written lyrics. And right now it's a collector's item online, and I'm in the process of relaunching the label and putting that project out.
Oh, that's what's up, man. Man, congrats on that. Supernatural is a good friend of mine, man, too, man. Plan on having him on the show soon. I just saw him recently at 5 Mics with Razzcast and everybody up there, man. And, you know, it's always a pleasure to see him, man. So I know you got some real heat up in there from him that he probably hadn't even heard in so long.
Wow, yeah, for sure. Well, we have, like I said, an album out and an EP out and an unreleased album. And the most important thing is, as I listen to this material, it's not dated. You wouldn't know that it was recorded 25 years ago. But what we were doing was we was bringing the East Coast and the West Coast together. So we have some joints on there that's like, it has like a West Coast vibe, but it's just letting them know that they basically turn the gang banging into a freestyle competition type of thing, and then they banging, but they banging from a freestyle perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's both shit, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's no shame. I mean, just.
So you and Dub C was close friends.
I showed him a picture. Me and Dub C played sports, like literal best friends as kids. A lot of people don't know the historical story of it, but we were like childhood kids, and I had started a DJ group in like when I was 15, maybe 84, 85, and he was the MC of it, and I kind of planted the seed to get him to start rapping, and this was before he met DJ Aladdin. And it was an unfortunate tale that I made it, put everything together, had the DJs, and they was like, nah, we don't need an MC. We kicked him out, and then, boom, he went on to his major success. So
and you was delegated to kick him out.
Yeah, I was delegated. And our friendship has suffered for 40 years because of that. You know what I'm saying? We cool, but you know what I'm saying? But I know for myself that when I see him, I know what the origin and where he came from, and like.
But it's still love when y'all saw each other.
Yeah, it's love. Like Crazy Tunes was
rest in peace, Crazy Tunes.
Rest in peace, Crazy Tunes. Oh, I was like one of the pioneers that he looked up to as a DJ before he even considered, doing a lot of that. It was me and another guy from my neighborhood named Lil Zook. We were like DJs, and they was like oldie musicologists, and we were very influential in the upbringing and the foundation of DJ Crazy Tune.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm sitting here and kind of like, you know what I mean? Just I was thinking about this thing, because Dub and Cube and all them other cats, Crazy Twins, the Fool and all them dudes. So I looked at them and warming up and way up there,
Top tier.
the top tier, and what my brother described for. You know what I mean?
Right.
And just to know that you was like the starting point of it all, man.
And see, do you remember Rick though? And then something happened to him, but he came home and he was doing the Barbie Coast, man, and that's where I became great friends with him.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
he never really said nothing, but
he'd do his. I always went over there and talked to him, but he stayed in his cut.
say what's up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
You straight walk through that little turnstile.
And he just be in his own world. The females are nothing bothering him. He doing it. He was like not impressed. Like,
I've been there, done that.
yeah.
I mean, I definitely changed the level of success. I chased and achieved the level of success so that me being 56, I'm not really chasing nothing. I'm just chasing happiness, doing what I love to do.
Yeah.
But when we look back and I look at like from Battle Cat to the DJ Pooh, the great thing about them and their success is predicated on they've been doing one thing for the past 45 to 50 years. They've never wavered. They don't do 10 different things. They've done music and that's what they've done. As it relates to my upbringing and my house, I'm still in the same house and everything. But another known artist, JD, I kind of was influential. JD was a freestyle rapper, and he drive up and down the neighborhood, and I kind of gave him some insight, like, man, you need to take this serious, and you could actually get up under that Ice Cube lynch mob thing.
That umbrella.
Because you there. I couldn't because I started working with MCA. We all started out on a project in '89 called Compton Compilation Sound Control Mob Under Investigation, which is headed by DJ Slip and Lonzo from the Wrecking Crew that
Lonzo.
Great, right?
Yeah.
So that's how I met 8. And then by 90 and all of that, I was original member of Compton's Most Wanted. But there was so much talent that came from my house that I had other people to say, like, damn, I remember 8 being over there before he was famous. Like, we was in the room cooking up something, and we didn't know what it would turn into 20 years later. Exhibit, I haven't really seen him since, but Exhibit came by my house when he was 17, when he first came to L.A.
Yeah, from Albuquerque.
He came by the house. He was managed by a guy named Top. Came through Volume 10. It's a list of people who are
That's crazy. All those people that you mentioning right now, I'm really partners with. So you know what I mean? That's dope. How did that work with you and DJ Pooh? You said he came back from New York with the sampling thing.
Yeah, well, like I said, he came every so many months. They joined the LA posse. They going back and forth to New York. So he would be going to New York 3-6 months at a time. But for a period, like say maybe 85, 86, every time he come back to LA, he would make it a point to stop by me because I still had the DJ equipment. I had all of the stuff where it was just convenient. He could come and pop up and set up.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I left out of town, and then everything else became history. But the bond and watching him be instrumental and from the production that he was doing with King T and all that stuff, it doesn't get the recognition that it deserves.
Right.
Because in that time frame, there was no definition of what a real quality hip hop producer was. It was just being made, and you're going from R&B to rap, and it wasn't defined.
Yeah,
so you look at like East Coast, the guy Larry Smith, who did a lot of Run DMC stuff, most of the stuff was drum beats, like live drums and things, and then it was break beats. But the music side came a little later. That was like the growth of it. But if you listen to King T's albums, they was dope hip hop before you had a whole bunch of dope producers. Right. And then DJ Pooh, like I said, don't get the credit that he deserves because his anticipation with the St. Ives commercial was next level. Because he was coming with like unprecedented heat of like before Dr. Dre, before a lot of the other cats. He was the funk. All of this G-Funk stuff that they talk about later, he was like the predecessor of what G-Funk was.
That's crazy. I was literally just the other day I watched those St. Ives commercials. Somebody had them on Instagram in a reel. I think it was Snoop, but it was a reel of them, 12 of them. And all of them, and that was DJ Pooh's.
That was DJ Pooh.
It's funny you said with KT, you know, funky piano was my shit.
Yeah.
Early morning, that's my shit. I go to work.
It was your theme shit.
Yeah.
Even some of the greater collaborations, if you look at some of the posse cuts, classic posse cuts, and he was introducing Cams and Deadly Threats and a lot of other artists.
KD.
Yeah, KD. Come on, it's unprecedented. So
yeah, we just saw KD the other day. He was about to come on the What It Doing in the City podcast himself. And Tila, King T, shout out to guys, man. These are my friends, man, and our friends. You know what I mean? What are you still DJing?
I still DJ. Like I said, my mother invested in me 40 years ago when I was 14 years old. She asked me what I want to do. I said, I want to be a DJ. And she said, I want 2 turntables in a mix. She said, what you gonna do with 2 turntables?
Yeah.
I said, I'm gonna be a DJ. Here it is, 40-something years later, I still DJ, and she still get a cut.
And she's still.
Oh, that's
That's what's up.
you done upgraded and man, do shit and it's good.
And she come to the parties and hang out and dance and do everything.
That's awesome.
That's my partner, man.
Yeah, for real. That's what's up, man. I still got to get that lowrider in the video, bro.
Al Green, they call it Al Green.
Yeah.
I got into the lowrider scene. I mean, I was raised in it. One of my bigger homies, Big Bam, he had like some of the cleanest lowriders in the late 70s, early 80s. Then one of my partners that I grew up with, Eric, he continued that tradition. And then towards the end of the 90s, I got involved and was a part of starting a car club called Forever Rolling. And we climbed to the top of the chain in the lowriding industry. We went to Vegas in 2000 in a super show. And my car, Al Green, took second place in the super show. And my other club member, G-Man, his Trey took third place. So we took second and third place in the super show. So we had the best second and third place cars in the world.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what's up. I got to have that thing up in my
Still got Al Green. It's in his driveway.
Yeah, Al Green ain't playing too, see? A couple of tweaks here, but it's back on.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, man. What's outside the music that you're putting out, what's next for you?
Well, right now, I'm all in on re-releasing my label, No Foreplay Entertainment. When I put it out, I stopped producing like maybe mid-95 and became more so looked at it as an executive because I was always surrounded by talent, but there was enough people doing business and being somebody that the artist can trust.
Okay.
So if I had any regrets, it would be the fact that I stopped producing because I love it. But right now, I can realize that dream. So what we started then, we're going to bring to fruition right now and complete that chapter. But then I want to be able to be an outsource and a resource for other artists who might have product that they didn't release or they want to release. I want to create that channel and that system to bring that music to the forefront and then let the history reflect itself. Because like I said, hip hop will still be around another 20 years from that.
Yeah.
So let's put that technology and all of those things together now. 25 years ago, if you wanted to start a record label, you had to have money. It cost money. We were spending money to be in Hollywood Sounds and Echo Sounds. Yeah.
Boom Cool Cheese.
It cost a lot of money to record an album. Then to manufacture an album. And distribution was like
a whole nother thing.
Yeah, it was like a holy grail. It's like, how do you get distribution? Now you can get distribution for $50 to $100. You don't have to manufacture. You know, the game is like so wide open right now. So I'm just going to take my knowledge and experience and apply it to today's time and just really start to realize everything that we really wanted to, and then help educate some of my peers because they might not be as technologically savvy as I am. I can teach them and say, because making beats and all of that, it wasn't like this. You know, you literally had to sample. We had to make our own drum kits and sample kicks and snares, records and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Now you got drum machines that you could buy that has all of the sounds. And now we're at a point to where damn AI can make a doper beat than you can. So, you know.
Yeah. Do that fool? Now that you mention that, does that mess you up? You know how music is being recorded today? You know, because now today, like you said, it cost so much money back then. And today, motherfucker go in their closet and cut something and put that shit out the same day. You know, and then not only that, the punching. And we had the 2-inch reels, and before that, the ADATs and all that.
Right.
And now it's just click of a button.
Right. Well, it's the same thing. Say, it enhances the technological skills that you should have. Right. So like me as a DJ, however good I was in 95, those skills still translate into now, but I can be more cleaner, more doper with this digital stuff. You know, all of that backspinning, it's kind of like a cheat code, but you can't, if you don't know the science behind it, you won't really know as an audience member, you know, understanding. But from a craft perspective, I respect the person having the fundamentals, but then being able to incorporate the creativity of what you can do now,
right? And
then you can give it respect. But if you're relying 100% on just the digital and you don't have the foundation, then that does.
I think you guys from from the latter years or whatever, putting out with this new stuff, it's almost like it can blow them dudes out the water. You know what I mean? Because you got what you know, and just adding it to the new. You know,
but some of these young cats know some shit too, though.
Yeah, no, they definitely know some shit. But I'm just saying, you know, if you learning this new shit, but you like really on top of your game and really into it, having that old school feel to it too, or that old.
Right. Well, say like me growing up from South Central, being a musicologist, being around other musicologists. I have friends right now who still to this day look for new oldies. You know, and they be like, you ain't heard this one? And it might be some Sam Cooke that was on the back album of such and such that we never heard before.
Yeah.
You know, and finding samples and different types of things that's dope. But that's something that you can't really duplicate. Whereas if you understand music, I had a friend of mine educate me on the history of blues and all of this stuff, and you start learning all that. To me, that's very helpful from an artist standpoint to be like knowing the origins of music, knowing how to go back and dissect it. But then, like you said, what I'm going to be the manifestation of is taking what was considered hard back then, which is technically easy now, but fusing them together. And then kind of what we're saying, it's not hating on what the technology is. It's saying, hey, how can I take this and allow use it for my betterment? I'm not going to hate, well, this, you're not a real DJ because you do this digital. I can't say that.
Yeah, because you don't got to carry no crates no more. You settle. This shit is all up in there now.
I got to think about the size of my phone. Yeah, 100,000 records. You know what I'm saying?
100,000 records.
What you think? I'm going to be a fool at 20 carry all them damn still trying to read crates?
That's crazy. Yeah, no, that's real, man. Hey, Rick, man, you know I got to have a full interview with you, man, in the near future that we got coming up for 2026 on the new season of What in the City. We just happen to be outside on Access Urban Hollywood with you, man. I'm bringing this What It Do to the city outside, man. Is it any great information you can leave with the up-and-coming talent, DJs, youth, etc.?
All I can say is believe in yourself, trust yourself. There's no limits in life. accept those you place on yourself and follow your dreams. And I'm an example of something that didn't come into fruition. I created it and came into fruition 25 years ago, but it wasn't the time, and the time is now. So I'll be able to say what has looked like a failure turned it into a success. And there's no time restraints or limits on that. So create it and release it. Don't keep it for yourself.
Yeah, man, he said it best, man. We got so much shit we gotta drop, Saint.
Yeah.
You better believe it, man. I don't want to hold on to that shit no more, dog. Straight up and down like a push-up, man. Hey, man, look, we got to get this shit out because I'm tired of riding with it. I don't want to hear this shit no more. Let the world hear.
They told you it only takes one.
Yeah, and it only take one.
I don't think, yeah.
That's a whole fact. That's a whole fact, man. Hey, man, straight up, man. Let them know your handle. Where can they find you on Instagram, Twitter?
IG, you can find me at Ric Roc, RICROC 115, and under my regular name on Facebook. I'm on Facebook too, RICROC 115, or just Alaric Simon, ALARIC, last name Simon. SIMON.
Yes, sir. This has been another episode of What It Do in the City.
In the city.
Access Hollywood, Access Urban Hollywood. We outside. I'm Mr. Tan.
And I'm Cousin C.
That's Ric Roc, man. You do know that. If you don't know now, you do know, and you do know that. Boom!